Dear Mr. Adams, Nation Star Mortgage writes to inform you of a data security incident where unauthorized access to our system was gained between October 30th and November 1st, 2023. During this period, we identified that files containing your personal information were obtained by an unauthorized third party. The personal information in the impacted files included your name, address, phone number, email address, social security number, and date of birth. What the So you are telling me literally all of my personal identification information was stolen. All of it. My name, address, social security number, date of birth, and who knows what else. This was the final straw for me, and today I'm going to teach you how to fight back. We are going to go on the offensive, and I'm going to share the 5 steps I have taken to proactively protect my credit and identity. And these are steps you should take right now to protect your information as strongly as possible. In the comments below, please share if you've ever been a victim of a security breach. Have you ever had fraudulent charges on your credit card? And be sure to stick around for a quick story I share about a huge mistake that I made in college regarding my identity. Now, here is why this matters and how serious the issue is. According to the 2022 Data Breach Report, there were a total of 1,802 total compromises, which is nearly 5 a day, with a total of over 422 million victims in 2022 alone. Hacking, stealing mail, and requesting information via email are the top 3 methods of identity theft. And this is also why it is so important to learn how to protect yourself, especially in these areas. Do you recognize any of these names or brands? Because they've all had major recent data breaches where literally hundreds of millions or even billions of customer information was compromised. Yahoo had 3 billion compromised accounts in 2013. Equifax, yes, that Equifax, one of the U.S. credit bureaus, had 147 million accounts compromised. In 2018, Marriott exposed the personal information of 180 million guests. In 2019, Capital One had a breach in which 110 million customers' information was compromised. And in 2013, Target exposed the personal information of 112 million customers. And the list goes on and on and on and on. I'm telling you right now, you need to take action today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, today. These are the top 5 proactive steps you can take today to go on the offensive and start protecting your information. Step number 1, opt out pre-screen. Opt out pre-screen is commissioned by the United States Congress and is another tool run by the 3 major credit companies. As soon as this video is over, click on the link in the description, fill it out, and officially opt out. It's that important. You can opt out online, which will cover you for 5 years, or by mail, which will permanently opt you out for the rest of your life. This service is completely free and is an important first step in guarding your credit and identity. Have you gotten a pre-screened credit card offer in the mail, or maybe even an insurance offer? Have you ever applied for a credit card or a mortgage and got harassed with hundreds of calls in the following days? This is because some of your personal information is being sold to third parties by the same credit bureaus who rate and score you. I don't understand how it's legal, but it is. By opting out of pre-screened offers, it'll put an end to phone calls, the unwanted solicitation offers, and the mailings. This will stop the sharing and soliciting of your personal information. Mail offers are always a concern because remember, mail theft is the number 2 form of identity theft. You don't want to be receiving any of these offers where a thief can get their hands on and try and open credit in your name. These offers are a security concern and really just junk and clutter. Opt out now. Step number 2, credit freeze. If your credit isn't frozen as you're watching this video, you're making a huge mistake. And I made this mistake of not freezing my credit until just recently, which wasn't until after this major data breach. The reason this is so important is because usually when a consumer applies for some type of credit or a loan, for example, like a credit card auto loan, mortgage, or even a line of credit, the originating lender is going to require a credit pull. Well, having a frozen credit profile prevents other financial institutions from pulling your credit. Even if they try, they won't be able to access any of your information because it was frozen. And if your credit is frozen, then they won't be able to extend credit in your name fraudulently. This is important because some or all of your information is likely out there floating around the dark web. And even if a hacker is trying to apply for some type of financing in your name, a frozen credit profile is going to be a major prevention tactic in allowing fraud to occur. This service is completely free, and there's no cost other than taking a couple of minutes out of your day to complete. Check the video description on how to freeze your credit and the appropriate links to do that. You will need to officially freeze your credit profile with all 3 bureaus after you create an online account. The estimated time to freeze your credit is 5 minutes per bureau. Step number 3, annual credit review and monthly credit monitoring. It is critically important to stay informed and know exactly what the bureaus are reporting about you on your credit profile. That's why every American gets a copy of their credit report for free once per year. Annualcreditreport.com is the only source for your free credit report authorized by federal law. It will have the creditor account information, payment history, and everything else that is being reported by the bureaus. And accessing your free annual credit report doesn't count as a hard inquiry. By reviewing this report annually, it's a great way to stay on top of your credit accounts, make sure that everything is reporting accurately, and that there aren't any errors or misinformation. More importantly, it's a great tool for monitoring fraud. As someone who reviews credit all day long, I can tell you that errors and misinformation happen all the time. So this is a great way to stay on top of what is being reported. Look for the link in the video description. Another tool that I have incorporated is active credit monitoring, which I use on a weekly basis. This is a complementary tool that most banks and credit card companies provide. Credit monitoring tools, although they aren't 100% accurate, they are a great guide, and they still provide updates on credit trends, new accounts, updates on account balances, and notifications on potential fraud alerts like credit inquiries, change of address, account transfers, and much, much more. Reviewing your official credit report annually and using a monitoring service is a great way to stay informed and empowered. Step number 4, cybersecurity and identity theft insurance coverage. Cybersecurity coverage helps businesses and landlords cover costs with data breaches and also provides education, risk mitigation, and loss recovery services. Identity theft insurance coverage helps protect and insure from the high costs related to restoring your identity, like legal fees and lost wages. This is something that you will definitely want to check with your insurance agent and see if they provide, because security events are becoming more commonplace, and most insurance companies are offering coverage like this. I have American Family Insurance, and I have both of these endorsements added to my policies. This is just another layer of armor in the event that my information and or identity is fraudulently used. Step number 5, responsible cybersecurity habits. Remember, cybersecurity fails are the #1 security risk of hackers, and this comes in all forms. It is important to be extremely cautious when using public Wi-Fi. And from a recent Reader's Digest article, these are some of the top mistakes that a lot of people make when using public Wi-Fi that are a huge no. Online banking. This can put your bank's credentials at risk. Never engage in any banking activity from a public connection. Online shopping. Remember, when you check out, all of your confidential personal information and credit card information is broadcast all over the internet. Don't shop online from public Wi-Fi. More people are working remote than ever, but the public place is not the most secure place to conduct business. See the link in the description to review the rest of the article. And don't forget about phishing emails and messages. Hackers are getting more sophisticated, and phishing emails are now the #3 most common source of identity theft. This could be an email that looks official, sent to your personal or even work email. Even social media messages should be highly criticized. If you can't verify the email address or the identity of the sender, don't reply. No one wants to give you millions of dollars. And yes, that cute girl messaging you really is a Russian bot. Don't fall for this. Lastly, one of the biggest things you can do to protect yourself is incorporate complex passwords that are unique for each account. Make sure the password is at least 15 characters and it has a variety of numbers, letters, symbols, upper and lowercase features, and every account or website should have a unique password. Now, as we wrap up, I just wanted to take a moment to share a quick story that was a huge mistake from when I was in college. Around the time I was graduating college, I had to renew my state driver's license. At the time, I was given the option of having my social security number put on my license. And I thought it was such a great idea because of the convenience and not having to always have my social security card handy. Well, me being the 21-year-old that I was, lost my wallet one night when I was out with friends. In my wallet was my ID that had my full name, address, date of birth, height, weight, hair color, and social security number. I was absolutely terrified when I realized that some stranger somewhere literally had all of my personal information, including my social security number, not to mention all of my credit, debit, and insurance cards. Be intentional with guarding your personal information and don't make this mistake. If you're getting any value from this video, please share, like, and subscribe. Remember, this stuff isn't taught in schools, and it's up to us to learn, to grow, to share, and to build together. Your voice matters. Until next time, this is Benjamin Adams with American Money 101.